welcome back to my Modern Warfare Remastered gun review. In the last episode, we covered the American assault rifle, the M16A4. Today we'll be looking at a World War II classic assault rifle, the STG-44, otherwise known as the MP44. The STG-44 was first designed by Hugo Schmeisser in 1942, then being produced in 1943 to 1945 by C.G. Hanel-Waffen and Farad Fabric. This weapon effectively replaced the Gewehr 43, being the main weapon used by the Nazis alongside the MP40. The MP44 is no doubt a fun choice to use in Modern Warfare Remastered because you're using a classic World War II gun in a modern game. But how does it stack up against its competitors that are more modern than it? Taking a look at the damage, the MP44 actually ties in second with several other assault rifles including the XMLR, the AK-47, and the M16 with 40 up close and 30 at range. Now comparing the stats to the actual gameplay of the weapon, because if you guys didn't know, stats aren't always represented within the gameplay. It definitely feels a lot more deadly than the 40 to 30. It feels like you're shooting lead at an enemy. Like, I know bullets are definitely made of lead, but it feels like you're shooting sharp lead blades at people. It feels so powerful and feels so good when you kill an enemy with it. Now moving down to the unlock level, it is the last weapon to be unlocked in your prestige at level 52, putting it in dead last. The MP44 is literally the last weapon you unlock in the game after the Barrett 50 cal. Comparing that to the M16, I definitely think it's kind of ridiculous that they put the M16 literally unlocked as soon as you start the game, but then putting this subpar assault rifle in at the very last thing that you unlock. I think it should have been switched. An overpowered assault rifle, the last thing you unlock, and an okay assault rifle, fun assault rifle at that, at the very start. However, I can kind of see probably what they were trying to get at, sort of like a collectible, I guess you could say, for, you know, getting all the way up that high of a level. You get a special weapon from World War II. I can definitely see that, but I don't think, stat-wise, it should have been the last thing unlocked. So moving down to the clip size and the ammo capacity, we have 30 in the magazine and 60 in reserve at the starting ammo, and for the max ammo, you have 30 in the mag and 180 in reserve. Now, in my previous videos, I would be tying these in first place, but believe it or not, this is actually tying in second now, because there is another assault rifle that has a higher capacity than this. However, of course it isn't horrible. It's a really good ammo capacity. It's better than the M14 and the G3, so it's definitely not bad by any means. Now, I know I always recommend this, but I recommend using bandolier for this gun, more so than others because of its insane recoil, as you'll see later in this review. It is ridiculous and you're going to waste a lot of ammo, believe me. So now we're going to be moving down to the reload speed, and for loaded magazines it's going to take 2.75 seconds, which ties it in last with the G3, and for unloaded magazines it's going to take 3.5 seconds, putting it in 8th place in the category. Now the reload speed for the MP44 is nowhere near as bad as the LMGs or some of the sniper rifles. However, it's not the most efficient in the class. Obviously there's things that can reload faster, such as the M4, or the G36C, or the XMLR. So yeah, if you're going to be looking for reload speed efficiency, it's not the best one in the assault rifle category, however it isn't terrible. Up next, the MP44 has a rate of fire at 600 rounds per minute, placing it in dead last. Now this is the one good thing that's actually dead last about this thing, because of the insane recoil, even with 600 rounds per minute. If you really want to know why I think it's actually really good for the recoil, go put double tap on the MP44 and come back to this video and tell me what you think about it with double tap. For me personally, it's too much to handle, it's too inaccurate, it's too shitty with double tap. So I think that 600 rounds per minute, while being dead last in the category, is perfect for this assault rifle. Otherwise, we'd have an absolutely horrible rifle on our hands. Now moving on to the final part of the video, we're going to be taking a look at the recoil, and for the MP44, it is extremely high, putting it in last. Dear Lord, where do I start with the recoil of this thing? It is absolutely fucking atrocious. Now I'm sure most of you guys know that the recoil patterns in Modern Warfare Remastered of the assault rifles is usually just going straight up, so it's pretty easy to manage. However, that's not the case with the MP44. It just shoots wherever the fuck it wants to shoot. It's ridiculous. It's never a consecutive recoil pattern, it always changes. So with all of the stats in mind, where does the MP44 place within the category? I mean, it should be quite obvious. The MP44 is the worst assault rifle, so it is placing last. It has a horrible rate of fire, it has horrible recoil compensation, it has just some of the worst stats you've seen within the category. it doesn't stack up against things like the M16 or the M4. You're likely going to get fucking annihilated. Obviously, you're seeing it in a pretty good light in the background. It's a pretty fun rifle to use, but it does not stack up at all. Not to mention the fact you can't even put an attachment on the gun. You can't put one single attachment on the MP44. Now, if you guys are going to be daring enough to use the MP44, I recommend things such as bandolier, stopping power, deep impact, things that are really going to help you, stack up against the enemy, really put some lead into them, because this thing really needs some mitigation, and having more ammo, having a little more stopping power, and a little more penetration, it's definitely going to help you win gunfights a little bit more with it. So anyway guys, that's about it for today's gun review. Next time we're going to be reviewing the XMLR, the first supply drop weapon in the series. But anyway guys, hope you enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next video.